NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. 12 teams opened up mandatory minicamp on Tuesday, including the 49ers, Seahawks, and Packers. For Green Bay, that meant more talk about the future for quarterback Aaron Rodgers. The 38-year-old signed a 3-year, $150 million extension with the Packers earlier this offseason. And while he said Tuesday he doesn't know how much longer he plans to play, he will definitely end his career in a Packers uniform. For San Francisco, it was their first chance to see wide receiver Deebo Samuel this offseason. Deebo requested a trade before the draft, and the two sides have been unable to reach a contract extension. But with players subject to fines this week, Samuel was back on the field with his teammates. And elsewhere in the NFC West, DK Metcalf was not present for the Seahawks' mandatory minicamp on Tuesday as he waits on a new deal with Seattle. Metcalf continues to rehab from injury in Los Angeles while away from the team. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents the sound of an all-star summer lineup. Leading off, the promising rookie, new Oreo Dirt Pie. On deck, the fan-favorite Girl Scout Thin Mints. Summer standouts, Drumstick with peanuts and cotton candy. And batting cleanup, it's you. With your red spoon and 6 summer blizzard flavors, official treat of MLB. All part of the new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup. DQ? Happy tastes good.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. A Wednesday, 8th day of June, 2022. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, it's getting a bit crowded in the newsroom. Eli is there, and Sam Couchman is there, and I think Eli brought his dog Boo along with him.
Yeah,
anyway.
And there's a couple of other unnamed people that are running around here, too.
Yeah, well, they shall remain nameless.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, okay. We've got lots and lots of news today, to include, as we mentioned, a visit with Mayor Sam and some election results for you. And we will tell you the election results we have are basically, what, about 5% of the total?
5, just call it 5% for conversation.
So, we're a long way from, anything being set in stone.
Or concrete, or anything.
Yes. Okay, big shot birthdays to actor James Darren is 86, Nancy Sinatra, 82, Chuck Negron of Three Dog Night, 80, Boz Scaggs, Dirty Lowdown guy, 78, actor Sonia Braga, 72, actor Kathy Baker is 72, Bonnie Tyler, 71, actor Griffin Dunn is 67, cartoonist Scott Adams, he does Dilbert, he's 65. Actor-director Keenan Ivory Wayans, 64. Actor Juliana Margulies is 55. Actor Dan Futterman, 55. Actor David Sutcliffe is 53. Actor Kent Falcon is 52. Actor Kelly Williams, 52. Actor Mark Furstein is 51. Actor Aon Bailey is 46. Actor Torrey DeVito is 38. We even have local birthdays, as you and I know. These are the important ones.
They're the ones that count.
They're people we know and love. Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Rachel Guzman, Mark Butler, Serena Pasqua, Barbara Lewis, Bertha Diaz, Alfonso Cota, Hugo Solorzano, Alyssa Guzman Luna, Michelle Diaz, Isabella Morales, Rihanna Mendoza, Luke Galvan, and Alec Juarez. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. And you were working late last night, right? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, We're going to jump in right now with a look at World in California news headlines, and it's all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist for sales, for service, Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News special report. Mass shooting survivors and loved ones are about to begin testifying on Capitol Hill in a bid to convince lawmakers to pass stricter gun laws. New York Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney opened the hearing this hour.
Let us hear their voices. Let us honor their courage. Let us find the same courage to pass common sense laws to protect our children.
Tennessee Republican James Comer.
Knee-jerk reactions to impose gun control policies that seek to curtail our constitutional right to bear arms are not the answer.
Among those expected to testify, an 11-year-old girl who smeared her body with blood from a classmate so the Uvalde gunman would think she was dead. A mother whose son was shot in the neck, back, and leg with an exploding bullet from an AR-15 at the Top supermarket in Buffalo has just begun telling his story. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Primary election day in the state with a nationally watched race in San Francisco, resulting in District Attorney Chesa Boudin being recalled by voters.
Voters were not asked to choose between criminal justice reform and something else. They were given an opportunity to voice their frustration and their outrage, and they took that opportunity.
The race seen as a litmus test for progressive Democratic politics. Karen Bass and Rick Caruso facing off in November in the LA mayoral race.
No matter how much money is spent, it is hard to defeat folks who are committed to a cause, not just a candidate.
Bass trailing Caruso by about 5% of the vote, but neither getting the 50% threshold needed to avoid a runoff. Governor Gavin Newsom easily advancing to the general election, getting 57% of the vote. He'll face the runner-up, State Senator Robert Daly, in November. Attorney General Rob Bonta to face Nathan Hochman in November. Like Newsom, Bonta getting 57% of the primary election vote. Upper 70s in the southern region, 90s in the Sacramento area. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
You want 8 of the flutes and onyx.
Kira's hand-blown glassware blows right off her store's shelves.
Check the back for more indigo bowls.
She needs an inventory manager to help keep her stock on lock.
These are 100% borosilicate. Those aren't. Hey, can someone check the temp on the kiln?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by conducting interviews on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? Would you notice the 16-year-old boy who got his first job?
Not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
Or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. I am Hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Is page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations in the Valley at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center and at Julia Drive. That's at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
The Brawley City Council held a regular scheduled meeting last night. Here's Mayor Sam Couchman.
In that meeting, we did authorize purchase of a forklift for the Public Works Department in the amount of about $38,000. We approved applications for bicycle and pedestrian funds through the ICTC, and we did approve an application for bus transfer terminal funds allocated for the funds allocated to ICTC. We talked about our new city community workshop, which we had last Saturday, and also Grocery Outlet has changed its opening date to June the 23rd, I believe, from the 16th to the 23rd. In regular business, we approved a contract for citywide tree maintenance services with West Coast Arborist for $30,000. We also adopted a resolution to incorporate a list of projects funded by SB1, the Road Repair and Accountability Act, and that was to repair C Street from First Street to Imperial Avenue. We authorized Amendment 1 to the agreement to STC Traffic Incorporated to provide professional engineering services for design, construction management for our traffic signal synchronization and intelligent transportation services project in the amount not to exceed $195,000. We had action to authorize consulting services contract with the Holt Group to provide professional engineering services for design and construction management for Main Street water pipeline and paving improvements in an amount not to exceed $519,000. This is one of the first steps in improving the Main Street, improving the infrastructure, and also repaving and all of those types of things that will occur in 2023. So that's very important, I think, to the residents of Brawley. We approved establishing installation of four-way stop signs at the intersection of First Street with D Street and with E Street, presented by our Public Works Director. We had action to approve requests submitted by Dollar General Store, which will be opening soon, to authorize off-sale beer and wine in accordance with a Type 20 ABC license, and that's at 1275 Main Street. We approved a resolution of the City Council of the City of Brawley to comply with CalPERS exceptions to the 180-day wait period and appointment of a retired annuitant, our personnel manager, to work with us after her retirement in order to train the new person coming in and to help with anything that comes up in that nature in the area of personnel, which will now be called human resource. We had approved a resolution to also retain Gordon Gast, who was our interim development services position for city planning. And that's to help us out there in the planning area to finish some projects that we have going on, and it also provides extra manpower for that office. We had direction to staff for the formation of a community safety task force. This is a large discussion. It's related to a request by Councilmember Ramon Castro, and we will be forming, hopefully, a task force comprised of the city, schools, community services organizations, private business, etc., to assist in developing some activities and some issues related to schools and the youth of Brawley. And so hopefully that will take off, and we're looking for that to happen, and that will be a great thing. And this was just the start of that. It was just direction to staff to start looking at that. We also had a resolution, the City Council of Brawley declaring an emergency, ratifying action taken to repair Brawley fire engine, which was requested by Mike York, our fire chief, and that's a very important issue, as you well know. We had a study session related to the 2022-23 preliminary budget and presented by Carlo Romero. That went very smoothly, and we expect to approve the budget at our next meeting. We had a monthly staffing report, and we had an update on the Brawley declaration of local emergency as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. We then went to closed session, and we discussed the vertical bridge lawsuit against the city of Brawley related to the vertical bridge tower. And so we had a discussion regarding that in closed session, and we also discussed an issue related to some industrial zone land that the city of Brawley owns through the redevelopment agency. And so we had that discussion also.
And that's Sam Couchman, the mayor of Brawley. KXO News Time, 742.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Well, yesterday was Election Day. Carroll Buckley has some election results.
Taking a look at the results of the June 7th primary election in Imperial County, with less than 5% of the votes counted. This update as of shortly after midnight last night. In the U.S. Representative 25th District race, Ruiz with 2,189 votes, Brian Tyson, 1,036. State Senator race, Steve Padilla, 2,289 votes, Alejandro Galicia, 1,509 votes. These are only Imperial County votes. Member of the State Assembly, 36th District, Eduardo Garcia, 2,255 votes. Ian Weeks, 1,289 votes. In the Superior Court Judge Seat 2 race, Jeffrey Jones, 2,544 votes. Kevin Kelly, 1,234 votes. Member Board of Supervisors, 1st District, Jesus Eduardo Escobar, 323 votes. Jung Kim, 157 votes. Bryant Jesus Fabela Luna, 1,106 votes, rather. And for the Board of Supervisors, 5th District, John Hawk, 301. Raymond Castillo, 265. Carlos Zaragoza, 158 votes.
And that will conclude this edition of Local News. Stay with us. Carol Buckley has more election results.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, El Centro, at El Centro Motors, and at Imperial Valley Mall. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West Ayton Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturdays at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Carol Buckley delivers more election results.
Continuing with more information on the primary election yesterday. In the race for assessor, Robert Menville, 1,946 votes. Ricardo Avila, 1,837. In the clerk recorder race, Chuck Story, the incumbent, 2,284. Jacob Nicholas Rodriguez, 1,473. The district attorney's race, Mario Vela, 1,248. George Marquez, 987. Edgar Garcia, 966. Jason Amavisca, 561. Sheriff Coroner, Fred Miramontes, 2,783. Hilton Smith, 993. IID Division 1, Alex Cardenas, the incumbent, 475. Andrew Aravalo, 402. IID Division 3, Gina Dockstetter, 296. Ramon Castro, 173. Don Campbell, 162. Maria Nava-Froelich, 122. IID Division 5, Corinne Eugenio, 382. Norma Sierra Galindo, 366. Measure A on the bonds, yes, 235, no, 228. Measure Y, yes, 575, no, 377. Measure W, yes, 35, no, 17. Measure Z, yes, 34, no, 51. And measure V, yes, 229, no, 201. Again, the results unofficial. The last update was shortly after midnight last night. The next update will come after 5 o'clock this afternoon. Less than 5% of the votes counted in Imperial County so far.
In other local news, here is Eli Moreno-Drew with an excessive heat warning report.
Excessive heat warning. While summer does not officially begin until June 21st, the heat will be arriving early, as is tradition. The National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning for the Imperial Valley and most of Arizona. The warning is for Thursday, 10 a.m. through 8 p.m. Sunday. Temperatures in the Imperial Valley may peak at about 115 by Saturday until dropping a bit into the first of next week. National Weather Service says there is a high risk of heat-related illnesses. Action should be taken to lessen the impact of the extreme heat. Stay indoors, drink water, and avoid alcoholic, sugary, or caffeinated drinks. It's also suggested that you keep an eye out for those with a higher vulnerability to heat.
There will be a community workshop to discuss the Salton Sea Management Program. The virtual meeting will be held today at 2 p.m. The workshop will provide an opportunity to learn about the process, timeline, and key points of the plan, input on the criteria, and non-water importation concepts being proposed. The workshop will be available via a Zoom link that can be accessed by the saltonsea.ca.gov website. The workshop is part of the state of California's development of a long-range plan to revitalize the sea. Well, COVID numbers jump. Here's more on that story.
COVID numbers jump. The number of active COVID-19 cases in Imperial County jumped over the past week. According to the Imperial County Public Health Department, there are now 428 active cases of COVID-19. That's up 124 from 304 just 5 days ago. The number of deaths attributed to the coronavirus also went up. They were at 935 deaths recorded last Thursday, and as of Tuesday, June 7th, the number stood at 938. The county has a 14.5% positivity rate with 19.3 new cases per day per 100,000 population.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are two locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says the first excessive heat event of the season is now upon us as high pressure strengthens across the region before reaching its peak intensity Friday through the weekend. High temperatures will approach 110 degrees already this afternoon and expected to top out between 110 and 115 degrees across the Imperial and Yuma Valleys Friday and last through the weekend. Overall dry conditions will prevail. The heat should lessen early next week with temperatures falling back to near normal readings. 105 our high yesterday, 73 the low. Sunny with a high near 106 today. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast later. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 75. South-southeast wind about 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 109. Light south-southeast wind becoming south 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. We have 79 degrees downtown, 58% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast, 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water wasters. Conserving water starts with a few simple water-saving actions at home and in your yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so you water only where it's needed. We can all do our part to conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips. Save water, Save California.
It's Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. In Major League Baseball, well, it was the Padres stepping up. Yu Darvish, well, he stifled the Mets, and the Padres shut out the Mets 7-0 in action at Petco Park. Meanwhile, Rockies over the Giants 5-3. It was the Red Sox nipping the Angels 6-5 in 10 innings. Blue Jays over the Royals 7-0. Mariners and the Astros teed it up. The Stros with a 4-1 win. Phillies edged the Brewers 3-2. White Sox blanked the Dodgers 4-0. Rangers over the Guardians 6-3. Yankees 10, the Twins 4. Braves edged the Athletics 3-2. Rays topped the Cardinals 4-2 in 10 innings. Tigers over the Pirates 5-3. And, well, in the first game of a double dip, the Guardians topped the Rangers 6-3. Reds beat up on the Diamondbacks 14-8. It was the Marlins over the Nationals 12-2. And the Orioles beat the Cubs 9-3.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And, well, the Los Angeles Angels fired Joe Madden. Yeah, you got to blame somebody. And, well, Madden's gone. Phil Nevin, former Padre, has been named the interim manager. And the Denver Broncos have entered a sales agreement with the Walter Penner family ownership group. 4.65 billion smackaroonies. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's financial news with a look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security, they also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Remember the CEO that fired 900 employees over Zoom just before Christmas? Well, Vishal Garg, the Better.com CEO, has been sued by a former executive for allegedly misleading investors. The SoftBank-backed online mortgage company agreed to a $7.7 billion merger with a blank check firm to take the company public just over a year ago, but the so-called deal has yet to close. Since then, Garg's public controversy and surging mortgage rates have hurt the company's business. Garg feared investors would withdraw the merger agreement because of Better.com's deteriorating financial condition, according to allegations in the suit. And, well, Garg and the company being sued for making false statements to investors about the digital mortgage firm's financial prospects and performance. And in other news, the U.S. Treasury has banned Americans from buying Russian stocks and bonds. Yeah, like you really wanted to get into that anyway, right? And so what's shaking on Wall Street right now? A little bit of a mixed bag. The Dow off 143 points at 33,037. The S&P 500 down 14 at 4146. The NASDAQ up 12.5 points at 12,187. Gold up $7 an ounce. Oil continues to climb up $1.14 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 106. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 75. South-southeast wind about 10 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 109. Light south-southeast wind becoming south 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 80 degrees, 54% relative humidity. Wind out of the east-southeast at 7 to 10 miles an hour. That's it for financial news and the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best weeks in town.
Burgers and Beer. What I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu. Everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Compelling testimony in Washington as mass shooting survivors and relatives of victims tell their stories to Congress as lawmakers wrestle with new gun proposals. There's Uvalde, Texas fourth grader Mia Cerrillo on a videotape.
He shot some of my classmates. He shot my friend that was next to me. And I thought he was going to come back to the room. So I got with blood and put it all over me.
Describing putting a classmate's blood on herself to appear dead, Zanetta Everhart's son was on duty at a top supermarket in Buffalo where those 10 people were killed last month.
My son, Zaire, has a hole in the right side of his neck, 2 on his back, and another on his left leg. As I clean his wounds, I can feel pieces of that bullet in his back. Shrapnel will be left inside of his body for the rest of his life.
The Supreme Court says early this morning a man was arrested by police near Justice Brett Kavanaugh's home. He was armed and made threats against Kavanaugh. Simone Biles and other top gymnasts are part of a new billion-dollar lawsuit against the FBI for its handling of the investigation of sexual abuse convict Larry Nassar, the former doctor for USA Gymnastics. CBS's Nancy Chen.
In a federal claim filed against the FBI today, victims of Larry Nassar accuse the agency of failing to protect them by mishandling credible claims of sexual assault. That allowed Nassar, they say, to continue preying on girls. More than 90 young women were abused between July of 2015 and his arrest in November of the following year.
In the UK, there's word Harvey Weinstein will be charged with 2 counts of indecent assault against a British woman. From California, CBS's Ed O'Keefe has more on a successful recall effort in San Francisco.
The district attorney, a guy named Chesa Bodine, recalled by voters. He's losing his job. He was elected in 2019 on a vow to reform the police, but high-profile examples of crime like smash-and-grab robberies and anti-Asian attacks inspired the recall campaign amid accusations he's soft on crime.
In Berlin, Germany, CBS News reporter Anna Noroskayowicz tells us one person was killed, several others hurt when a car crashed into pedestrians on a busy street.
A car ran to a crowd of people and then continued to drive for roughly 200 yards until it was stopped at a window shop and then pulled back by people who were in the shop.
Police are looking into it. One German magazine says a note was found and quotes an investigator as saying it was not an accident. Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is down 154 points. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Moments like watching my grandson steal second mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
We go back 50 years to a photograph that came to symbolize the war in Vietnam.
Kim Phuc still remembers the moment.
I saw the airplane.
The planes, the bombs, and the explosions.
I saw 4 bombs landing, then suddenly the fire everywhere around me.
It was a napalm attack. Moments later came the iconic picture of the 9-year-old naked and screaming running down a village road. She barely survived, undergoing dozens of surgeries. Even today, there is constant pain.
I don't want any children suffer like that little girl anymore.
Today, Kim Phuc lives in Toronto. She has 2 children. As for her story of survival,
I never thought that I would be alive, but I'm so thankful.
Steve Futterman, CBS News.
It was the photographer who took her to a hospital on that day to get treatment. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
There's still time for business owners to claim their federal aid under the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. Cash refunds of up to $26,000 per employee are available for employers who continue to pay their employees during the COVID epidemic. Many businesses qualify and simply do not know it. All business types and industries may qualify. You can claim the credit even if you received a PPP loan. This is a cash payment and not a loan and can be claimed now. The licensed CPAs and tax professionals at Ferguson, Timar & Associates have been serving business owners across the country for over 15 years. The best part is that until you receive your cash payment, you don't pay us a dime. Our tax credit specialists are available now at 833-ERC-FILE, and your tax payment estimate is quick, easy, and free. That's 833-ERC-FILE to qualify you and your business for up to $26,000 per employee of free federal aid. Call us now at 833-ERC-FILE. That's 833-ERC-FILE.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's looking for a microphone. He looks all confused. And I think if he ever gets a microphone, we'll be able to talk to him because he's waving his arms. There's been something gone wrong here for just an instant.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.